Hi and welcome back to Analyse Maths. Today we're going to look at BIDMAS. Now BIDMAS is the order of operations, so this is the order that all calculations should be done. A few tips if you're doing some Googling on BIDMAS. If you see BODMAS, it's the same thing. Indices can also be known as orders or operations. If you see PEDMAS, it is the same thing. It is an American website. In America, brackets are parentheses and indices are exponents. So BIDMAS, BODMAS and PEDMAS are all the exact same thing. So BIDMAS is the order that we do operations in. Now a little tip for the exam is the question will not say, hi, I'm a BIDMAS question. So you're going to have to keep an eye out for something that looks like one of the things that I'm going to show you and know that you need to make sure you follow this order. So when you're solving an equation like this, the first thing you do is anything that's inside brackets. Then you do any indices, so any powers or roots. Then division and multiplication, and finally any addition and subtraction. The reason I have division and multiplication on the same line and addition and subtraction on the same line is because if you are only left with these two, so if you're only left with division and multiplication, then you work left to right like you would in a normal calculation. It is not that D comes before M, it is that you do any division and multiplication. The same with addition and subtraction. And it could be that you get the incorrect answer if you do them the other way. They don't crop up that often, but if, for example, I had 7 minus 1 plus 3, I would still work left to right. So even though technically A is before S in the acronym BIDMAS, because I've just got addition and subtraction, I'm going to work to left to right like a normal calculation. So 7 take away 1 is 6, plus my 3 gives me 9. If I'd done it a different way, if I'd done my addition first, 1 plus 3 is 4, 7 take away 4 is 3. So I would end up with the incorrect answer. So when you're doing it, it is brackets, then indices, then division or multiplication, then addition and subtraction. So let's have a look at a couple of examples together. So if I had the question 7 squared plus 6 multiplied by 3. There's no brackets in it, but there is an indice. So the first thing I need to do is that 7 squared, and 7 squared is 49. The next thing I need to do is my multiplication. So my 6 times 3, which gives me 18. I need to remember to then put them back where I got them. Now in this particular equation, obviously addition, 49 plus 18 and 18 plus 49 give me the same thing. However, if that had been a subtraction or if that had been something slightly different, I would have ended up with the wrong answer. So make sure you put it back where you got it. So the 7 squared was at the beginning, so I'm going to put it back at the beginning. Let's do another one together. So if I had 12 plus 20 divided by 4 minus 6, no brackets, no indices, any division or multiplication? Yep, there's a divide in the middle of that. So I need to get rid of my 20 divided by 4, which gives me 5. Now, if you want, on your exam paper, there is nothing wrong with you adding some brackets so that you firstly know that you've used both of those numbers and also so that you put the 5 back where you got it from. So if you want to add some brackets yourself, as long as you add them in the right place, that's just a helpful little hint so that you put the 5 back in the correct place. So basically my question now just says 12 plus 5, which is 17, take away 6, which is 11. Final one that we'll look at together is 25 plus 10 squared over 5 squared. Now don't forget in maths, over is to divide. So it's 25 plus 10 squared divided by 5 squared. So the first thing we need to do is our indices. There's no brackets in it, so we'll do our indices. So 10 squared is 100. So I'll rewrite this. So 25 plus 100 over 5 squared is 25. Now usually, as we know, divide comes before addition. However, this line, this divide line is going over all of it. So it's 20, so it's the sum of the top, the whole sum divided by 25. It's not the 100 divided by 25 and then add the 25. If it had been that, it would have been 10 squared, and then divide by 25. So it's different written this way to written this way. So this divide 25 is dividing the whole of the top line. So I'm going to need to add my top line together. So my top line is 125 over 25. And how many 25s are in 125? There are 5. So my final answer is 5. So when you're doing BIDMAS, as I say, any brackets first, then any indices, then multiply, divide and multiply, then add or subtract. Okie dokie. What I would like you to do is pause the recording, give these a go, and then we'll check and see how you got on. Right, hopefully you've had a chance to do these. I'm going to work through them rather than just give you the answers, so if anybody does have any incorrect ones, they can see where they did wrong. So let's have a look at A together. So the first thing I'm going to do is my brackets. So my brackets, 6 plus 14 give me 20. 20 divided by 2 gives me 10. My second one, 6 plus bracket 14 divided by 2 and bracket. Again, I'm going to do my brackets first. So 14 divided by 2 gives me 7. 6 plus 7 gives me 13. Let's look at C, 6 plus 4 squared. So the first thing I need to do is my indices. So my 4 squared, 4 times 4 is 16. So it actually says 6 plus 16, which gives me 22. Now let's look at D together. 6 bracket 6 plus 4m bracket squared. Now I'm going to do my brackets first. So I'm going to do my 6 plus 4 first. 6 plus 4 is 10. Don't forget my little squared was on there, and 10 squared is 100. Right, let's move on to this one. So I'll do my brackets first, but my brackets contain indices. So the brackets means I have to solve everything inside them. So I'm going to have to do my indices. So 3 to the power of 3. Now 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. Take away 4 squared. 4 squared is 16 plus 7. So I'm going to solve the brackets. 27 take away 16 gives me 11. 11 plus 7 gives me 18. Right, last one. Hope you're doing well. 2 to the power of 4. So 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. So 16, I'll rewrite it. 16 plus 5 over 7. So 16 plus 5 is 21. So 21 over 7, 21 divided by 7 gives me 3. So I'm hoping you got a full house there. I'm hoping you're sitting on 6 out of 6. If not, have a look back at where you went wrong. Any questions or comments, please pop underneath in the comments section. I will reply as soon as I can. As usual, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And please, 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 any questions, just ask. Best of luck with your studies. Bye.